Right, come on, let's get this started. I've hit record.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
Hello, Internet.
Let's get purchases out
Hello,
of the way
Galaxy at large.
So, we finished up with the party last time, and, the unconscious birthday boy has been removed from the floor, as have the smouldering guests, the remains of Ogrins, and several other dead people.
I assume that's what
Hey, I
orbs up.
saved as many as I could, and that's a lot more than would should have.
That's true.
Yeah, but several people have died.
It does depend on how you define being made a servitor as saving.
I'm going to ask now a very sort of grimdark question.
Yep.
Were any of them important?
Unfortunately, one of the two
That's the 40k thing.
You get, over the next couple of days, you do get several messages from other noble houses in the region.
Oops.
One of them, though, is actually not the bad one. Apparently, the dilettante heir of a local merchant house that was going to ruin the company was at your party. So you get thanks from the second in the line, who's now going to take over. And actually knows what he's doing. So,
Law of unintended consequences.
Unfortunately, you also get one from another major noble house in Footfall, saying you just killed his only son and heir. Yeah, he's an old man,
us.
and
Hey, it's Orv, not us.
yeah, he's an old man, and you've left him with only his daughter.
Oh, he's fine.
Poor baby.
Stop being such a bloody... oh, God.
Chauvinist?
Thank you.
Chauvinist?
Yeah, thank you.
Misogynist?
Words. Just words.
Yep.
Old man?
Well, then he has a daughter and heir now.
Yeah, he still has an heir. He just needs to get the fuck over himself.
Wait, did we meet his
Well, listen.
son?
If we didn't kill him, the Ogren would have, and that would have been much more messy. At least he went quick.
No. He might have been one of the ones caught in one of Wolf's blasts.
That's what I'm saying. At least he went quick.
Well, that's what he gets for standing next to an Ogren. Honestly.
He was on the
If Orc
dance
didn't kill
floor.
him,
Yeah,
So-
they're bopping away. And next thing you know, it's a melter blast, cremates him.
Well, we could
Does
just
that mean
say...
that his father was at the party too? Or... because...
No, his father wasn't there.
Well,
Well, how does he know he was on the dance floor and he just got caught by a melter blast? Like,
Well, they kind of passed in the ashes.
come on, there were lots of explosions. They can't blame them all on us.
Some
I
of
think
them
they
were
could-
Ogrins exploding.
More to the point, if anybody needs to be blamed, isn't it what's-her-name who set the Ogrins on us anyway? Just ask him, tell you what, sorry, we'll pay you some recompense, but it was her who sent the assassins, so... If you give us a hand, we'll pay you indemnity? Is that the word? It's
Well,
not indemnity. Compensation.
or Weregild or whatever it is.
Whatever the fuck it is, I don't know.
Where
I don't know what the actual. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then again, mostly it's considered the party went down very well. Because if someone's not trying to assassinate a rogue trader on his 16th birthday, that means the house isn't very important. So the fact that many people died in your assassination attempt kind of shows that you are important.
That or the person who tried to do the assassination was inept as fuck. Who sends Ogrins as an assassin group?
Well,
what's wrong with that?
it was kind of thematic,
Admittedly, we would...
Well, we did get two new
if we had
skulls
Ogrins,
for the
we
bar.
would use them all the time.
My first sort of real kill with an Ogrin, so sending Ogrins along to my 16th birthday, it was cute.
But you kept saying that they were bad Ogrins.
They were bloody awful Ogrins.
That brother was the fighter on it, okay.
Then why did they come and try and avenge him themselves?
Because they're Ogren and can't think that well?
Yeah.
Probably.
And you're a small, squishy human. The fact you're a small, squishy human with lots of guns doesn't really enter into the Ogren mindset. They're dead. They're not going to learn from their mistakes. Move on.
Exactly. It's just no longer our concern.
Set up.
By the way, what's Belka doing lately?
Ah, Belka. Yep, I've done some extra rolls.
Oh dear.
No, they all came up well for you.
Oh good.
So, I haven't shared these either, so I'll just do that.
There's only one hive ship in orbit.
Yeah, there's only a couple of Gene Stealers left, it's fine.
Oh yay!
No,
Because that couldn't be a problem.
that's not the updated sheet, is it?
Looks
No.
like it's still at 5, so...
1 second. I'm going to resave the actual sheet in the correct location.
We are suffering technical
We
difficulties.
really do need to
Please
get
stay
some
tuned.
more troops on that place.
We need to get troops really on all of our planets. If you remember how quickly Solus fell to an even... Well, we got threatened by an even smaller force months back. Now that big fleets are going around, Solus is fucked if anything ever hits it again.
Well, we have 3 ships on a friggin' patrol that goes through Solus, so...
Yes, but I think we'd also be a bit more comfortable with at least some ground presence.
Yeah,
as far as
but
I'm aware,
that's
Solus
their
doesn't even
job.
have it.
It's not even our
Oh.
planet.
Yeah, they're not even our planet. We've got literally one business venture there.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, and it's not even a very big one now in comparison. Yeah, it was your
Sure.
first one, but...
Upgrade water.
Yep. So
We got a water chip?
No, they've installed a decent water network. It was...
Yeah,
no,
we have running water!
Yep.
I installed plumbing.
And how many years has it taken them to get clean water running about the place?
20.
That can't be good. Yeah,
So
that's...
2 more...
welcome to the
that's
Imperium.
2 more profit factor. Puts us up to, what, 74?
I'll just double check.
We are officially rich. Oh yeah, rich. is 70, isn't it?
72.
Well, Bash is
72?
officially
I
rich.
thought we were at 72 already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
probably
includes,
about
that
70.
includes the colony.
With the increases to the colony, or
No, we were at.
I thought that we were at
we were
72
at 72
before the colony
this thing.
increased.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I've forgotten that.
Yeah.
Profit factor, it's not that important.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
what we buy
no,
shit with.
Never.
Belka was
No, we
founded
buy shit with
25
fake
years ago, actually, you know?
Wow.
Should we set off fireworks? By fireworks, I mean torpedoes. Not on the
Let's
surface
not
of Belka.
nuke our own planet, please.
No. In the orbit of Belka, so it's a nice fireworks display.
No. Let's. If we're gonna use the torpedoes, let's hit Letrian.
They're pretty expensive,
right.
you know.
Yeah, they are, but
Torpedoes are not cheap weapons. We really shouldn't use them as fireworks.
I mean, we could just like fire the macro cannons into the upper atmosphere. That'd be fine.
Or we could just drop another macro cannon shell on top of the old one.
Actually, no, I wouldn't think about it. The size of them, what the fact they're pretty much just a lump of solid metal that would go through the atmosphere without too much hassle.
You'd have to skip it. If you skipped it
Yeah,
at
you
the right
skip
angle,
it.
you'd have meteors going across.
Yeah. But then we'd have to work it out. You know, that's maths, and the Imperium doesn't do maths.
We have to get one of those, what is it? The logic arrays, or whatever it is. We need to get, so that we can, you know, the ones used for calculating profit factor and whatnot? We need one of
Oh, yeah.
those so we can
Calculants
calculate
array?
the shot. Yeah, we need one of those so we can calculate the shot.
The calculants array would be sort of nice.
Aren't they huge?
They're,
Put it on the ship.
a calculants array is basically just a Logis engine.
Okay.
So yeah, pretty big. It's a gigantic computer. Semi-sentient AI.
because that's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what all Logis engines are. What do you think the machine spirit is?
They're man-sized.
Right. So, you've got several weeks before Bash is healed up from his repairs.
Repairs. Sure.
There's not much to look for besides shopping.
Well, no,
Yeah.
there's plenty of groups there and other people.
I do want to buy something though. Can I?
Although I guess if we found a down in the luck freighter captain or two who needs some help to get out of horrible debts, we could get some actual freighters instead of just having warships.
Yeah, we do need a few more freighters.
Right. So, someone gonna? Are you gonna go looking for that, Sin?
I don't think that'd go well.
No. Why not?
Fellowship 25. horribly spiteful, so I'd probably get overwhelmed by the urge just to laugh at them when I find out how down on the luck they are.
Ugly as sin too.
Right. So, what are your plans for this session? I mean, I'm happy to move
Eat,
through
drink,
the
and be merry.
eat, drink, and be merry. Yeah, that's fine. That takes you a couple of weeks. There you go. Sorted.
I was fighting
Your
against trying to pick
game's
up
2 stones.
Well. Huh?
I was hoping to try to pick up a 4-arm power blade. Yes, those are really useful.
Acquisition, right.
Yeah, I think you've already had your effort for this visit. I'm trying to
Huh?
limit how quickly you pick stuff up. Although, if you
No,
want to
I
make
haven't picked anything up this visit.
did you
I
try?
didn't try to buy anything last session. No,
What about the session before?
that was the
You got
session.
to buy- you got to
That
buy something
was
the session before last,
when
didn't
we
you?
left, wasn't it? I'm confused.
We haven't left football
What-
yet. We've
What
Yeah,
was
we
the
party
last thing you
Yeah, but how
acquired?
long has it been?
Only a couple of days. So.
Huh.
Yeah, you can make a non-personal acquisition roll, but I'm trying to limit you how quickly you get kit. Otherwise, you will be walking around with. I won't be able to kill you with anything. Which is getting to the point already, but yeah.
Hey, I nearly
Well,
died.
Considering
Yeah.
that we're rank 5.
You just
right
need to
now,
use
that
numbers more
sort of
often.
thing.
Yeah, but that gets sloggy.
Oh yeah, the ship could use some
Although,
More crew and morale.
some work.
suppose you could do some.
Well, isn't that just a function of getting to port?
Oh yeah, I'll update that now.
You could use some sort of modified horde mechanics, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to do.
We really need to get some more life sustainers.
Yeah, that was what Bash was
Better
after
ones.
before he got sidetracked.
We also need to
Yeah,
repair the hull and that kind of thing.
Because a lot of the ships have got the really rubbish life support systems on them.
We could also rip out some of the components on one of the cruisers that we don't need, like the specialty, whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh, the luxury passenger quarters.
Yes, the luxury passenger quarters and shit like that. Replace them with something, useful.
Weren't those on the ship with the
They're on the line.
amenities?
What, the claw? The hangar bay ship.
Yeah.
Which,
Because if they were, I was going to convert the luxury passenger quarters into pilot quarters.
Can we do that?
Well, I know that pilot quarters are a thing that exists.
I think you've already done that.
maybe.
Actually.
I don't remember because it's not in this system.
We did dick around with that ship quite a bit.
Pilot quarters are part of the system.
Well, we got plenty of space and power on the Omniscience shield. Trying to think of something that we can get that would make it easier. Or not easier, but even better than it is now.
3 space, a lot of space.
Well, if we got a Tenebram maze on this thing,
Mm,
But is that a component you can just get fitted, or is it something they have to start with, like Archaeotech?
and the Tenebram maze is just a component.
it is kind of built into the structure of the ship, though, so it would probably take a while to actually be fit. Because it's basically rewiring all of the corridors so that it makes no fucking sense on how to get anywhere from anywhere else.
True. What the fuck was that?
That was my phone.
Oh, it's a phone. Getting a message. Alright, America doesn't have SMSs yet. Which is why they're so amazed by Twitter.
Oh my god, I can type 128, 200 whatever characters.
140 characters and send it to someone. Oh, this is amazing.
And
I don't have a Twitter.
no. Right.
Those were the ones I was actually looking at. The Clemency pattern life sustainer.
Where's
Which
that?
book's that in?
They're in. Where I put it written down. They're in Battlefleet Coronus.
Oh, let's have a look.
Why do I want them?
While we're doing the super exciting shopping part.
Oh yeah, they're the ones that reduce the effect of depressurization by having lots of little drop-down aeroplane oxygen things all over the place.
Just imagine that. Right. Couldn't remember what you called the remainder light to.
Yeah.
So got it. There you go, that's all your ships.
Yeesh, Cicero's Claw really needs some,
Work.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's a fixer-upper.
The space used in the power available, well, plenty of power available, but only one space left. But the whole pressed crew quarters and the horrible life sustainers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I better have a look at all that for...
I'm not sure I'd bother with the jamming system on board that ship either, to be honest. It's not a really sort of subtle tool.
So, you wanted to set up a refit of the Cicero's Claw then?
It might be nice, yeah.
Yeah. That seems like a good order.
Well, that could be our endeavour for this session, getting all the parts.
Oh, you know, I don't bother with endeavours that much.
Strip out the jammers and put them on the Animasaya.
I don't know if you'd be able to do that. And Grey doesn't use...
I don't know what they actually even need. Minus 20 to focused organ. Do we even care?
What?
I don't know. It means that crit locations on us are more difficult to figure out.
Yeah, but we normally just give those because
Yeah, Grey normally
otherwise
just
it
gets
makes
those.
Grey even less effective than he would be.
Not me, the enemies I throw at you. Anyway, so I'm not sure how big that is.
We still need a plan.
Yep.
Yeah, I suppose as a non-personal acquisition, I could, like, I don't know, try to pick up some crew mercenaries. Although that might be personal. I don't know.
No, mercenaries and stuff like that. It's personal stuff for yourself, weapons and armor
Okay.
and stuff like that. Anything else, I'll let you go. I'm just trying to stop you getting all the cool kit now.
Yeah, that's
You've
fine.
got to have
That's
something
fine.
you've got to have something to look forward to.
Yep.
The jamming system is power 4, space 0, 1 ship point.
Okay.
So it wouldn't give you any space ripping it out, and you've got plenty of power anyway.
Yeah, power's not the problem on the...
Well, that's
Well-
because the landing bays are huge.
Yeah, I had to make
Those
some
are cruiser
sacrifices.
only. So,
I had to make a few sacrifices to fit things in.
they're useful though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just we don't have anything to launch out of them at the moment.
I mean, that could be a nice little mission.
Yeah, try and get some fighters or bombers.
Yeah.
Not a bad plan.
It's something to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to think about where you're planning to move on from here, like grand campaign style. You know, what's your next move? Long term.
Well, long term, we want to kill Zurzen's dynasty.
That's the ultimate goal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Short term or medium term, I suppose, would just be
Killing that Czech road trader.
No, that would be short term. medium term, probably just reduce all his non. I don't know how to put it. So, if he's got any other like mining systems and things like that around, to remove all of those from him and things like that. Just basically to get him down to the stage where he's sort of weak enough that we can actually think about attacking his core system.
Yep.
So raids and stuff like that? Like manufacturing bases, that kind of thing?
Yeah. And potentially disrupting any trade routes and things that he has going on.
Right, the luxury passenger quarters. Sorry, just found them in the book. Power 2, Space 1, one ship point.
What's with the 42 on our on the Cicero's Claw?
Which 42?
Number torpedoes.
Oh yeah.
Ah, okay.
Um,
Are we repairing the shield while we're sitting around, not doing much?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of got some hull damage.
how damaged is it?
It's got 24.
I think we're going to do a
We've got
long
man.
shot.
That's pretty damaged.
Right.
I think we're going to do a long shot acquisition for those crew.
Okay.
It'll be heavy infantry, modern, so that's minus 30 right there.
Yep.
But for them to be, proper crew, they've got to be at least veteran, so that brings it up to a total of minus 50. And 100 of them, so that stays at the minus 50.
Yeah, that gives you a nice
22. 24.
24% chance of getting them.
Aha.
Now, can that roll be modified by anything?
If you've got
commerce
barter.
test?
Yeah,
Or
commerce.
barter? But my barter isn't anywhere near good enough for me to try it.
Commerce or barter?
Wasn't it barter is buying things, commerce is selling?
I don't think it was that simple.
And I don't have a peer or good reputation mercenary yet, so.
Where's the bloody description?
Okay, back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, here we go, 24. Nope. Oh, wait, hang on. No. Damn it, the
yes,
10
I can
messes
use
with me.
barter to adjust
Yeah.
prices.
It doesn't matter, I rolled a 60.
Oh, no, I couldn't adjust it that far.
Yeah, and I'm not going to bother spending a fate point on that either. It's just a long shot thing I'm going to try every once in a while.
Double the number of troops.
Yeah,
We need to use losses as well.
because we've had some good eating lately, and I want to spread that around.
No comment.
Right.
Okay, we have 3 ships in need of fixing before we start going after Zers full time, I think.
Yeah.
But then once we've done that, yeah, actually what Goat suggested was pretty solid.
So, how much should I start rolling tech use for repairing the Omniscience shield?
Yep.
Alright.
Luckily, the Deus doesn't need much work.
No, the Deus and
Neither
the
does
Shadow,
the Shadow.
Are like minorly damaged. It's
But the shield
really
just got
needs it.
ripped to pieces.
Yeah, the shield
Didn't it-
got wrapped by a weird space monster, didn't it?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I was
we
going to
got-
say, the space squid kind of
Yeah, the Warp Kraken had a good go at us.
Yeah.
released the Warp Kraken.
Yes, anyway, that's 9
God.
degrees of success.
Demonic Liam Neeson.
Right.
So is there any way we could scale up a servitor shunt for that thing?
No. Mainly because it probably doesn't have the strange limitation of existing in 3 dimensions.
Fair point.
Curse is foiled again. Oh, that would be
And
awesome.
while the
Okay,
tech use is good, I don't think it's good enough to design a dimensional shunt.
A demonic control switch.
That would require a bunch of forbidden laws I don't think
really
any of
don't
us have
feel
access
like bringing the squid back to life, so no.
We haven't killed it yet.
Yeah, exactly. The Inquisition.
It
might-
shuttled a bit and it ran off.
Yes, I think we
For the
just
second time.
too hard to eat.
Do you think there's only one of them, or do you think there's like a bunch?
Given that we have a pet warp storm, I'm willing to bet there's about 40 simply waiting in a queue for us.
Oh, they're all just sitting around. They've got like one of those little take a ticket things.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
Damn it, I'm number 42 to hit the Omniscience Shield.
Oh, damn it.
Okay,
I'm
so
full
I just
play.
did 9 degrees of success on the repair roll, so
Yeah.
how much?
That'd
That's
be
what?
95.
Alright.
I think it's going to be good.
You roll
Yeah.
9 ones.
Bloody hope so.
Yeah. Roll 9 ones, I will be disappointed.
Okay,
One
The
reroll.
six got to be rerolled.
one reroll, and that's a 4. Then 4 more.
That's
That's
So 4, 8.
that's lots.
basically, is it above
Yeah.
17?
Yes, it is.
If-
Yes,
above
it's above 17. The
Right.
first one was above
Everything's-
17.
So
Yeah.
one weekend you've repaired the shield.
Well,
I'm not even going to bother making you roll for the others. That's just your repair test for the entire bloody fleet.
There is enough.
Hey!
There is enough spillover to cover the 8 points remaining.
Yeah.
Yeah, there
Oh,
is.
yeah, that's it.
So in 1 week you fix up the entire fleet.
I am a miracle worker.
It's going to be very sad when you inevitably get killed by a bullshit righteous fury.
Or indeed a
Which
bullshit
from
angry
comes from
Wait,
his own
wait,
fault.
wait. Would that have been enough with the fact that at least 2 of those ships are more hard to repair?
I don't care.
Alright, so
Even if you take off the last 2 dice,
Yeah.
it still
that's
has enough
still-
overflow.
that's 4, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Put it this way, I think.
Yeah,
we'll be-
27 total without the last 2.
Yeah, see, that's
Yeah.
enough for me. Okay,
Okay.
shut that down. So your ship's repaired.
Yep.
I'm going to give it, say, 2 weeks have passed because that's a week of repairs and a week of like bash recovering. I'm going to say
Yeah.
that during that time, Macarius stabs him with every sharp piece of equipment he's got.
And this somehow helps.
Why?
Yes.
Well, why not?
Horrible.
Subskin armor, cranial armor, and armored heart, right?
No, I didn't take the armored heart.
Ah, right.
I figured I'd ruin this one first before I got a new one.
That's the Esh senior school of thinking right there. Glad to see you following in his footsteps.
It's cheaper, you know.
Well,
think it's a standing
I'm not
thing.
giving you an armored liver, I'm giving you an armored heart.
Hey, good food wrecks your heart, mate.
Yeah, but if I need a new liver, I'll just take one out of one of the crew.
One of the a couple of 100,000 people you own has got to be a match.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think as a standing thing, given how bad Bash got messed up, I think I'm going to stay within arm's reach, maybe twice that of Bash from now on, just as a standing order.
Well, now technically, that's Arb's job.
Yeah, he's the bodyguard.
And there are standing orders. If I die before he does,
Yeah,
terrible things will happen.
Wait, what?
Don't you know you're going to be
What?
placed at the foot of his grave, at the top of his grave, on both sides of his grave.
You know, like
Pretty
Han
much,
Solo.
if
Okay.
Bash dies before Arb does, Arb gets buried with him anyhow.
You know,
Well-
like the classic like Han Solo frozen in carbonite. It's going to be
Well-
like you as that for my tombstone.
Yay.
You love being property, don't you?
Oh, it's just grand.
So many things wrong with our group.
It's not the group,
It's awesome.
It's 40k.
It's both.
Yeah, true. As I say, I've got the Eternal Lies Gumshoe campaign on order, so I'd like to run that at some point.
Oh.
So.
Which means he hasn't want to kill us off yet.
No, it's fine. Look, we're about halfway through this. Yeah, we've only generated, 75 hours worth of footage?
only, he says.
If you've watched all that, you've wasted so much of your life. I'm sorry.
And thank you for your interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry if we insult you too much. You know,
Oh no, 81 hours.
fucking woo.
Well, apart from the bits you lost.
Yeah, that's to say it's not included. We've got worse than that because we've got all the chat beforehand.
Yeah, that's a point.
Yeah.
Where,